Konnichiwa, desu. This is my channel. I am currently opening up the app Minecraft Pocket Edition, and we are going to teach you the basics of building a farming village, harvesting, and being able to finally protect those villagers. So, give me a second while we get started. We need to open Minecraft Pocket Edition. And we should be loading up pretty soon. Here we go. We know that all kinds of monsters end up appearing, like Enderman and creepers and zombies, of course, and then we get the occasional zombie villager. But what we're going to try to work on is being able to protect our villagers, create a safe environment for them, one that can be used for farming and harvesting. I found that if you put a fence around, like say for instance you make your own farm, alright, but you don't want the villagers to get to it, the first thing you'll need to do is how I show you. We're going to start off in probably a seeded village, so that this way you kind of get a gist of what I'm trying to do. Because I've noticed that the new AI for them, they'll start planting grass. And unless you want grass, then, you know, like say for instance a different idea. Like say for instance beetroot. You want to plant beetroot, but now that all the villagers are out and about, and they start planting grass all over the fucking place, and you're like, no, that's my plot. Well, everybody uses the gates. I'm going to take a separate approach and show you how to make your own gated greenhouse. Now they're all like, well, that's easy to do. Not so much. So, let's create our new world. And we're gonna name our world. Let's see. Wait. No. Poo. On it. That'll be our world. No poo on you. We're gonna go for creative for now. Continue. We're gonna do the startup map, startup chest, just for shits and giggles. Show coordinates. Keep inventory. And hard. So. Oh, we need to pick a seed. And I figured we could go the classic village. Which one? Let's go with the stronghold. It's got more flat ground. It'll be used as a great. And we're keeping the day and night cycles of the hardness full legit, like how I normally play. I use creative worlds to create new ideas. I don't usually use them for anything other than that. Bored and you're trying to find something to create, but you want to make sure that it's the right amount of blocks and glue on another, or you're working with rough terrain, so you make a duplicate, see how it plays out in creative. So, I have a couple of worlds where I've done peaceful legit, but I change over the hardest section after I start slight gathering. So, we're loading the world. Now, I wanted to be aware that what I'm doing, you can do on a much grander scale, I'm sure. But here's the problem. When you create your own greenhouse and you have all this on hard, it will be extremely difficult for you to keep items. So I want that clear. So before you start creating your garden, you're gonna need a few basic things. And that's why we came up with this chest. Just for shits and giggles. Say, for instance, you start off with this starting chest. I don't think it causes any problems in the regular, legit game to start off with that. So, but we'll find out. So we're gonna go over to our village where we have our villagers. And mind you, this is all in hard, so we're going to have all kinds of obstacles at night, and the day and night cycle is on as well. So, and there we are. There's our village. There's our villagers. Wow, we got a lot of farmers here. But I guess that's to be expected. Let's say we start off with the basic. Now, a lot of times everybody comes with like oak. So, we're gonna go into this. No, not that. Yeah. We're gonna say that we made a stack of oak wood planks. Okay? To make a house for ourselves. And we need a nice open field near our villagers to kind of prove a point what these derpy villagers will do. We're also going to need a pail of water, so hang on while I find a pail of water. Wow, lots of new stuff. Same old for the most part, looks like. You can spawn a zombie villager. Nice. Beetroot stew, mushroom stew, rabbit stew. Hey, they've upgraded. Cool beans. I haven't logged on to Minecraft PE for a bit, so there might be a few things I don't know. And yes, I know I passed the bucket of water. So, the thing I'm looking at, I knew about the banners. Alright, there's our pail of water. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take these oak wood planks and we're going to show you an example of what these derpy villagers decide to do. Oh, we forgot. Dirt. We need dirt. Yes. And now we got a 64 stack of dirt. And I'm just highlighting the coordinates of where we are. Simply because so you can see this for yourself by doing it for yourself. We're just going with a small example, so we'll say that we got 2 rows. Do that as the example. 2 rows, and we need to go down a bit. Alright, now we need our tools. We need this. We're gonna go with this one. Oh no! That was not on purpose. And see? Prime example. Oh no, they planted in my spot. You see what I mean? They'll come up and they'll start planting whatever they have on stock. And it's usually grass, so you'll end up with a bunch of wheat. And since we don't want them to do that, we'll let them keep that. And we don't want them to do that. And if you're doing legit mode, you'll need a lot of this in order to prevent the breakdown of anything. So we're going to try this in a smaller scale like we did last time, except for a few minor differences. Okay, starting off, we're going to make our small scale garden. And these are just examples that you can choose from. You can choose any shape really to build. Like, I made a massive garden one time that was about a few hundred feet wide. And it basically took up about a football field length. The first thing that you want to do is, if you have it, you're going to want to go into your inventory and you're going to want to grab these out. We need let's see, where is it? Wait, maybe here. No, not that. These iron bars can do you justice. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some stone, since it's pretty sturdy and even the toughest of creatures can't really get through it. And we're going to build on top of that. We're going to take this stone and build it 2 or 3 lengths high. We're going to go 1 length high because we want them to see the greenhouse. But at the same time, we don't want them to feel put off by being able to enter. Now, the thing about the villagers, they will open any door accessible to them. And I know a lot of people love their pressure plates, but pressure plates come with a problem. They're usually meant for traps, but a lot of people use the pressure plates for this. I am not going to use the pressure plates simply because it is not feasible, and it will allow every other monster that can step on that pressure plate and be weighty in. I put the iron bars around the outside to kind of create a barrier up top. And you'll understand as soon as I do it, once you see why I'm putting stone around it rather than just going with iron bars all the way down. And the reason for that is very simple. You cannot put a door of the type that I am trying to put in there. So we are going to stack that and then kind of, I just whacked something. So we are doing it like this. And to kind of... That didn't work out. Alright, there you have it. So we have this enclosed area. And now we're going to put our stairwell. We're going to bring it out a bit. Yeah, we're going to bring it out a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of enclose this. Oops, wrong thing. Now, I don't necessarily recommend leaving any spaces unless you're planning on making a window. And even then, I'd be careful about the windowing. And the reason for that is pretty simple. You will have a lot of monsters showing up on your front stoop if you do otherwise. Now we are going to get the supplies for our door and lever system. I forget which ones these are always in. Oh wait, there it is. Hey, found it. Right. Oh wait, we need the door. Duh. It would help if we had doors. Sorry. Nope. Door, where's the door? Okay. Now they're just being cruel. Hey, there they are. Alright, so we got a stack of 64, even though we don't need it. Better hurry up and put the door on. Otherwise we're gonna have friends. Unwanted friends. And there you have it. We have our door system. Now, to kind of enclose this to the maximum amount, I'm gonna use, okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna use green paint, light green paint, right? And a dark green top. How about that? Alright, so now we've got our choices, and because this is really awesome, we can do like this around the top, and oh, looks silly. Might take you a couple of tries to get this, but that was not the right sound. And we're gonna build it up. I kind of like to go like 3 or 4 high above the original spot. Ooh, hey, we got a zombie villager. And there's our first zombie villager. Hello, nurse. Now, they won't attack me because I have it in creative. But if you were not in creative, they would totally attack you. And you'd be dead. And this is why we make the glass higher. But and why we put levers. Ooh. Wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alleyway, bud. Alright, whoa. Creepers. There we go. Starting to make magic. There we go. I'm trying to... Oh, without doing that, I was trying to move the screen. That did not work out very well either. Oh my goodness. What was that? Glitchy. Alright. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to place our... Oh, not there. Roof on top. Now, there's a very reasonable reason why I did 4, and you're about to find out. Oh wow, we have a witch. Hello, witchy. Oh my. We have a skeleton now. We've just got a slew of things, don't we? Right. Now, it will become important that you make sure you do that. Otherwise, small creatures and things like that will get into that crevice and just get stuck there, and it could cause havoc. I don't know if any of these creatures will attack me because we are in creative. And apparently not. Right. Alright. So now we have our encased and enclosed garden. The important thing is for monster spawns, that's going to become essential to worry about. So, let's see. What can we do? Ah, here we go. Oops. I highlighted it but didn't actually put it in my inventory. That would help, now wouldn't it? So, to combat your problematic light issues around the edges, see, certain monsters actually don't give a rat's ass whether or not you put light there. So, what we're gonna do is kind of fill in the blank, so to speak, in a certain fashion. And the reason for this is so that this way things can't really port in very well. Like our teleporting creatures. Now, as you can now tell, we can start our garden. And you can use whatever suits your fancy as far as glass color, but you do have to collect it, so be mindful of that. You must collect what you plan to plant. In our case, I think I'm going to use beetroot seeds. Perfect. So I've swapped out my torches for beetroot. And done. There is your 25-minute tutorial on building a enclosed garden that your villagers and or monsters cannot enter. That does not mean that creepers won't decide to blow up if you're in there. For that tutorial, you'll have to wait for the next video. Oops. That would have been bad. Until next time, sayonara.